Alright, raxx, I'm recording this video for you, so you can see what we do different in hardcore. I'm gonna have the live split going too, so you can get an idea, okay? So we're gonna hardcore, solo character found. And obviously you start the timer the moment the cutscene ends. And basically there's a few things that you do different, especially in the first zones. So you guarantee you're as powerful as possible, as early as possible, without losing that much time. You would see that in the first zones, Terek just runs. But what you can do is, like, instead of running, you can do something very, very efficient to, like, get the maximum loot possible, the maximum XP possible, while with the lowest risk possible. This is something I kind of pioneered, and Terek approves of this in hardcore. So basically, obviously, we start our timer, we put our filter, right? I have a Falconeer filter that I'm just gonna use, whatever, right? You cancel your things, right? And this is very important here. You're gonna grab all these enemies, and there's a special slot that you can get if you walk this way. You see there all the little minions are following me, and if you walk exactly here next to this tree, these guys will follow you. And then if you go into this bird, now you start attacking. The entire zone will pull of you. You have exactly the right pull to pull the entire zone. And this will always give you level 2 no matter what, always. And obviously you will get the short bow, right? And you could get some like 200 upgrade or something, right? I didn't grab the bow. Misclick, right? But you get the idea. Right here, if you are really like want to take it slow, you could also use shurikens to aggro the bear. You don't really need to do that, especially if it has a bad modifier like fast. Fast is not good. And then here, when you're gonna be walking, you're gonna dash through these packs to not get body blocked. You're gonna right to this rock here, and then you're gonna start attacking, right there. So you do the same, and you see that just with a few hits, we clear the entire zone. And it's like, instead of being here at 50 seconds, you're here at 116, right? But 116 while being level 2. Then you're gonna have these enemies. These are always 2 plants. You kill them, only the plants, right? And here's gonna be another plant. It could be 2 or it could be 3. You kill the plants, and the same way, you let these guys follow you now. So you see that my XP bar compared to Terek by this point is like a level and a half up. Then you just like let things die, right? You can grab the ruby amulet, some from flat HP, right? You let the guy kill his things, right? He will fight. You let the guy do his things. Be careful because they can actually do damage to you, right? And then you're gonna get level 3. You always get level 3 if you do this, always, right? That means that you already have your shift for juking, you already have your passive point. And here in this zone, ideally what you want to do is you already want to have level 4 if possible. What you need to do is you need to make sure that the guy follows you fast. If you run, you see he keeps following me, he doesn't attack, now I stop. And then he's gonna do an AoE attack, and he's gonna full clear for me there, right? And he doesn't stop like fighting a single mob or whatever. And you see I get quite a bit of XP. Then I keep walking, and I do the same. It's very important that I go for the plants. And then I force my guy into following me. That you need to force the guy into following you, otherwise, you see all the mobs following me? That way I can get all the XP, right? We had a 200 there, we could grab it, you know, we could grab the potions there, just to be careful. We got some rares, and with these rares and the next spawn, you are guaranteed to get level 4, right? If you do this properly, there's a new spawn here, and you get level 4 from this, right? Especially when we kill the bird. Of course, one mob left, we kill this one. The reason you want to get the level 4 here is so you get Acid Flask, right? Acid Flask, as you know, does a lot of damage early game. And that's what we're gonna do. And basically what you do is you slam, and then you wait for him to spin to spawn your mana doing Acid Flask, right? So now you do your Acid Flask, you wait for him to be frozen, and then he's gonna dash into you. He dashes into you, and then now you kill him, and you loot and you're closer to the fire, so you don't lose time with the fire, right? You get your Acid Flask. And the good thing about this is like you already have your 200 weapon, you have your boots that you could have dropped some red rings or whatever, you could spec your ability, puncture, whatever you want, right? And now you go straight to the vendor to obviously get your silver rings, if you get lucky, your Buster Sword, your Poison Chance Relic, whatever it is, right? Obviously you ignore this, you can still dash in town. You will see that a lot of the speedrunners run the game offline, so they can actually shift here, We cannot do that in online, so that's something that you have to take in mind. And then what you're gonna do, you're gonna go here, right? And you're gonna try to get a silver rings if possible. We get 2, boom. That's pretty common. It's not necessarily get lucky. Movement speed boots would be huge. We get the movement speed boots. We get the poison rest, why not? And we could also get, you know, a better bow maybe. That's pretty good for the punctures. We get a buster sword because it's way better if we had enough money, right? Which we don't have. But again, we have enough for the bow. We don't have the quiver, but that's good enough because the bow has big buffs. And then we would run, right? We would run this way, and on the next zone you would farm level 5, so you have puncture for the bird boss. And that is the difference between the hardcore and softcore strategy. I hope you enjoy it. As you can tell, I've done this a lot, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Bye.